In this session, I'll be going to explain PI controller, which is proportional integral controller. So for this session, these are session outlines where I'll be explaining what is the output of PI controller, physical understanding of PI controller, significance of PI controller. Then we'll see block diagram of PI controller using second order differential system, transfer function of PI controller with second order system, limitations of PI controller and advantages of PI controller. So here let us begin this session. Now see, when we talk about basic control system with closed loop system, then we'll be finding control system will be somewhat similar to this, where here output of plant, that is what we are giving it at feedback. So difference of input and output, that is what error signal, and that error signal is being given to controller. Now based on error signal, controller is controlling that error signal, and based on that it gives controlled output, and which is what input that is being given to plant. So ultimately to control plant we have controller, that is what functioning based on error signal, that is a difference in between input and output. So here for a controller part, I am replacing this controller part by PI controller right now. So here controller input, that is what error signal, as I have told. So this is what ES, I can say this is error signal, and this is what controller's output, this is what controlled output, even that we can say, or we can say manipulated output. Let us say it is MS. So it is manipulated output. Now first of all I will be explaining what is controller PI controller's output. So in this session, first agenda is to understand what should be the output which is there at output side of PI controller. So here we can clearly say these two blocks that is getting added. But before I add both of these blocks, let us take it in terms of time domain. So in terms of time domain, error signal is ET and manipulated signal, that is what MT. So controller output in time domain, MT, that will be Kp into ET plus Ki into integration ET dt. Now after having Laplace transform, we can have this in terms of S domain. So MS, now that will be Kp into Es plus Ki into Es divided by S. So this is what the basic output that is there in terms of S domain, and even I can rewrite this. So this is MS, that is Kp plus Ki by S into Es. So ultimately a controller block which is over here, that is what exactly Kp plus Ki by S. So this controller block portion, that is what Kp plus Ki by S in case of PI controller. Now I will be going to explain what is the physical understanding which is there with proportional integral controller. So if I say my error signal that is varying like this, so resultant output of controller, that is due to two portions. One is due to proportional and other is due to integral. So for proportional portion, our output that will be based on Kp gain which is there with controller, and it will change as error signal is getting changed. So here by this light line one can understand what is error signal. So if I say right now Kp is equals to 1.2, so based on that proportional output that will be this. So this proportional output, that is exactly et into 1.2 with respect to time. Now when we talk about integral controller's output, so integral controller's output, that is based on integration, and integration is algebraic sum of previous errors, and that is what we can understand based on addition of previous error based on area swept. Now to understand it, I'll explain that. First of all, see here, if I say about this instant from 0 to this instant, one can clearly see this is what the area, that is what swept by this error, and this is what positive area. So during that time this area is positive, so integral controller's output, that will increase like this. The reason is area is positive. Now for further, as time increases, now area swept, that is even positively increasing, but speed is now decreasing. So now one can see this is how it is increasing. Now as area is getting swept up to positive, one can see this integral error that is increasing up to this. So this is what I can conclude, up to positive, integral part of controller output, that is what increasing like this. Now what happens is, as area is negative, now integral part, that is what now start to decrease. The reason is addition of negative area to previous value, that will result into decrease in this ultimate magnitude. So now one can see this output of integral, now that is what start to decreasing, and that will decrease up to it is negative. And as this is getting positive, again integral parts error output for integral controller, that will now start to increase. So see, this is how output of integral controller is getting changed, where if error is positive, it will increase positively, and if error is negative, it will decrease from the value which is existing. So this is what ki integration et dt. So this is what integral part, which is what happening over here. Now what is the significance which is there with controller output? So when we talk about significance of proportional integral controller, then due to proportional controller, one can say integral controller, that is what giving output till error is 0. So integral controller gives output till error is 0. So this is what we can see, even till error is not 0, it will gives output continuously. If error is positive, output of integral part will increase. If error is negative, output of integral controller part will decrease. So somewhat output will be there till error is 0. If error is 0, then there will be a possibility of 0 output of integral portion, but till error is not 0, integral controller will give output. So ultimately, because of it gives output till error is not 0, what happens is it will eliminates offset. So integral controller eliminate offset, and that is what we have seen it in last session for proportional controller. So proportional controller was facing problem of offset, and that is what eliminated by integral controller. So PI controller is providing nullification of steady state error. So we can say even offset is 0 or steady state error is 0. Now I'll explain block diagram of PI controller. So here in this block diagram we can clearly see this is what controller part and this is what system part. So controller part, that is having resultant block which is what Kp plus Ki divided by S. And when we talk about system, then this is what standard second order system. So ultimately this is standard second order system, and this is what PI controller, which is what we are connecting to have a controlling of this standard second order system. So as initially I have told, like when we have any control system, in that we need to have controller, and that controller could be proportional, it could be PI, it could be PD, it could be PID controller. So here when we use PI controller, at a time resultant block of controller, that is this, which is what Kp plus Ki by S. And second order standard systems equation, that is what we have, which is omega n square divided by S into S plus 2 zeta omega n. Now let us have a basic transfer function calculation for this system. So here we have transfer function, that is Cs by Rs, and that is Gs divided by 1 plus Gs Hs. And here Hs is unity feedback, so it is 1, and Gs, that is what multiplication of this two block, and this block is Kp plus Ki by S. So we can say here Gs is equals to Kp plus Ki by S into omega square n divided by S square plus 2 zeta omega n S. And Hs for unity feedback is 1. So now if I place this value, then I can say transfer function is Cs by Rs, and that is Gs is this Kp plus Ki by S into omega square divided by S square plus 2 zeta omega n S divided by 1 plus Kp plus Ki by S into S square plus omega n square divided by S square plus 2 zeta omega n S. And if I take LCM, this S and S square plus 2 zeta omega n will get cancelled, and resultant transfer function will changes to this S, and S square plus 2 zeta omega n will get cancelled from numerator and denominator, and final transfer function, that will be Kps plus Ki into omega square n divided by, now this will be S cube plus 2 zeta omega n S square plus Kp omega n square S plus Ki omega n square. So this is how we can have a transfer function by using PI controller. So this will be a PI controller's transfer function, which is what we are having right now. Now, what are the drawbacks which is there with PI controller? So when we talk about drawbacks of PI controller, then the basic drawback is increase in rise time. So there is increase in rise time that is happening because of PI controller. And why that happens? The reason is proportional controller, that is reducing rate of change of output. So what happens is, when we have output to be this, but here what happens is, because of proportional controller, output is increasing like this. So instead of faster response, now output is increasing slowly. So 0 to 90 percentage. So this output will take longer time. So this is what rise time, that is getting increased because of PI controller. So this is one drawback which is there with PI controller. Now what are the advantages? So if we see advantages, then because of slower increase in output with respect to time, there are several advantages. One advantage is improved damping. So improved damping, that is what we can have. Second is maximum peak overshoot, that will decrease. And third major advantage, that is zero offset. So these are the basic advantages which is there due to PI controller. Thank you so much for watching this video. In next session, I'll be explaining proportional derivative controller. Thank you so much for watching this video.